It's Richard Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to be talking about Spellements, its origins, and basically, everything about it, and why I personally think the Spellement situation is in a bad spot right now, or basically why Spellements are bad in general. I personally never liked Spellements, but going all the way back, this first was introduced in 2019. The first ever Spellement spells are actually some spells that you probably don't even know about or even have them. But these two spells go by Spellbreaker, or not Spellbreaker, what am I saying? Daybreaker and Nightbringer. I'm sure you've heard of it, but you never obtained it. You obviously get the Spellements there through the Wizard City Catacombs. Those were basically the two very first Spellements. After that, they kind of proceeded on to make Spellements for pretty much all the basic spells, including stuff like Imp, Scarab, Depth Spree, Thunder Snake. Some of them aren't really necessary. I mean, if you want to, feel free to level up Imp. Like, if you really want to get all the Spellements to max out your Imp, there you go, alright, and that's what it looks like. There will usually be multiple paths of Spellements that you can choose. No worries, you can always reset your Spellements just in case you want to change your spell path or whatever. However, there's a crown fee. Obviously, you have to spend 100 crowns, so if you do want to reset your little skill tree of Spellements, then you will have to spend some amount of crowns, which kind of weird. I'm not sure why there's a crown fee there. I mean, it would have been more interesting if it was gold, but I don't make this game. I don't make this game. Anyway, we're going to be talking about Spellements and stuff like that. Video about spells shouldn't be in packs. I don't really support that, and I don't like gambling, yada yada yada. It first came to my attention of the Celestian Spellmental packs. This drops Celestian Spellements that obviously you would get. Obviously, you just keep buying these packs, and then if you get enough of those Celestian Spellements, you can then make a spell. So, I don't support that. I just don't like Spellements. And when I first saw Spellements in 2019, I've never liked them because I knew. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, they're just going to make some Spellment packs. And I was right. They'll make Spellment packs. So, again, you have a lot of these Spellmental packs. It's not just a Celestian Spellmental packs. It's like all these other Spellmental packs. So, again, just a lot of Spellements from packs. I don't support that. Obviously, I'm not sure for the Celestian side, but for some of the other Spellements, of course, like, Imp and Thunder Snake and stuff like that. For the more common ones, of course, you can get them, I think, through Wizard City. Commonly dropped by, I think, key bosses, I'm not sure. And that actually segues to one of our things that we're going to talk about. Key bosses in this game, I'm not the biggest fan. Key bosses are not the best. If you guys don't know, there's two new skeleton key bosses that was recently added. I'm sure you know it. It's the Marshmallow boss, the big marshmallow puff, Stay Puff little creature. And then you have King Boy, which I actually have Animus of King Boy. King Boy is a little boy enemy. You can find him in Sarvenstant Past, I believe, and Grizzleheim. And he actually has three variations. He has a gold skeleton key, a stone, and then wood. I don't think it really matters on which one you do. All the drop rates really seem the same to me, which, again, doesn't make sense on why in the world they are even separated. So I don't know what they were thinking about that. It just seems kind of weird, though. You would think that with the gold skeleton key boss, you would get a higher increase in loot drops because obviously the boss will be harder. But the only thing you get is just the higher tier loot, which, again, really, really bad drop rates. I've heard so many comments from you guys. You guys told me you spent tons of keys, like 200 keys I've heard, and you only gotten a few Spellements and barely any drops. I mean, that's just insane. I mean, people that don't play this game 24/7 like I do, it's really difficult for anyone to basically get those keys and then farm the boss. Let alone, we talked about the whole team-up situation. Some players don't even want to use their keys, especially the person that even started the team-up to begin with. And so you kind of have this, I don't know, it's just not motivating enough to farm this boss. Low drop rates, people don't want to use their keys. Some keys might be a little scarce to get. It's really hard. But going on from King Boar just has some really poor drop rates. And so, even if you did, like, look, we can do it right now. Even if you wanted to, even if I wanted to level a Rataskisman, I only have 3 Rataskisman TCs. Out of all the times I farmed King Boar, that's how much I got. I can't get any more than that. Dude, the grind is insane, right? Just the amount of time you need, just the amount of... I think the main problem I think that I have with Spellements, and I think you guys have with Spellements, is that the way that they're not really accessible, right? Even if you're a hardcore player, this will be the hardest thing ever. Because think about it, when you're leveling up these things, I think it's about like 300 total Spellements you'll need. Like, for example, Grenadier, Grenadier took me a while to get. However, the way they were dropped was bountiful. I still have 114 spare because you get about 2 Spellements per battle every time you do the cavity chamber run. Now that's good. Now that's how Spellements should be dropped. They should be dropped by an endgame boss of some sort, and it shouldn't just be a chance. It should just genuinely be guaranteed. I don't understand why they would make Spellements such a hard thing to get. All it does is basically just discourages people from even attempting to upgrade the spells. And that's the other problem. I think some spells should just already be set at their base. Like, I'm not sure if Pigsy even needed a spell path. I mean, yeah, I'm happy for it, but I don't even know where to get Pigsy Spellements. And even if I do know where to get them, am I really going to go all the way to the 5th tier just to get a little bit more healing? I don't think it's that deep, bro, at least for me. I mean, I just don't think that's all necessary. There either has to be an easier way to obtain the Spellements, or there just has to be a better incentive, or something like that. Now, the next problem, this is the final problem we'll discuss, is with Beast Moon Seeds. Now, Beast Moon Seeds, this is just from me. This is my own individual research. I've seen multiple reports diversified from people getting Spellements from the seeds and people not getting Spellements. Live, no edits, no nothing. Here we go. So here we go. This is all we get. We get Death Moonstone, a Beast Moon Idol, Eldritch Thread, and that's it. That's it. There's nothing else. Look, you can read the chat log right here. There's nothing else here. That's it. There's no Spellements for me, alright? So now we're gonna do the other one. And again, oh, we got a treasure card, finally! Oh my goodness! Maybe it does work. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen a treasure card forever. No Spellements though. So, hey, treasure cards exist. Oh my god, look at that. Alright, now this is the 3rd Death Moon Blossom. All I got was reagents. Because every time I would harvest some of these, I would get at least 1 Spellement for some sort of spell. But now, I don't. I would get the Spellement recipes, I would get some Spellements, and that's it. Like, I don't get any more. Like, that's it. No more, that's it. So, I don't know if the drop rates are bugged, but if it is a glitch, then I am personally concerned because I can't imagine what in the future, how they're going to keep tweaking the drop rates just to make them as low as possible. However, if this was intentional, then I am really disappointed because the Beast Moon Seeds are a really great source to get those Spellements. But if there is something wrong with it, or if they did intentionally tweak it to be as low as possible, then I'm honestly disappointed. And if it's a bug, then I'm honestly concerned, right? There's no really good way of saying this, that, just Spellements in general are hard to get. Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up for the discussion concerning Spellements. Let me know in the comments if you personally like Spellements. I'm personally not a big fan of them, but let me know if you're also having issues obtaining Spellements through Beast Moon Seeds, or if you also think that Spellements should have an easier way of being accessed. Another thing they tried promoting is that you can get Spellements through the Beast Moon events, which not a lot of people might not like Beast Moon. Again, you kind of divide that community up. Hey, you'll get some Spellements for doing Beast Moon matches. However, some people might not like that. So, again, it's up to you guys. Let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. This has been a good discussion for the first day, or second day, whatever you want to call it. Good week, and I will see you guys later, and peace out. More discussions to come. Peace.